There has been a fight here. I can see a blood trail. Left by one of the antagonists, perhaps? What a mess. Something terrible happened here. But what?
I don't care! You're bleeding!
There's one of them! Watch yourselves! Christ! He's dead! It's down! Finish! Over there! There's one more vermin! Ah! I'll kill you!
Maybe there's a way to break into this house. This is despicable. I have this thirst for blood. Fresh water. As long as it's not holy water, I may find some use for it.
I'll take it. Shit, that leech is fast.
A restaurant where the guests are blindfolded before being seated. Intriguing. It's locked.
It's one of them!
More Braille. I should bring this to Mason Swanborough. It's locked, all right. This is despicable. It's locked.
You shall learn to respect the laws of Asgard. You shall learn to respect the laws of Ascalon. No one can hide from Ascalon.
Louise's father was determined to find and save her. It's locked, all right. I have this thirst for blood.
Asshole! Vampire or not, I'll never be your wife!
Stupid newborn!
Let me go, you bastard! How long are you gonna keep me locked in here?
Miss Teasdale, are you all right?
How do you know my name? Who are you?
My name is Dr. Reed. I managed to track you down thanks to your father.
So my father really was looking after me. This man, this vampire told me my father was dead. Is it true?
I'm afraid so, miss. I'm so sorry for your loss. But you are free to go, as your abductor is no more.
I suppose my jailer also killed my father, didn't he?
Thankfully, he did not search your father's corpse, where I found his notes describing where he might find you. You should read them.
I must find my father's body. He deserves a proper burial.
Goodbye. You should return.
Thank you for your sympathy.
Goodbye. I can't believe I'm doing this.
evening, sir. May I ask you what you're doing here at this late hour?
I'm conducting an investigation about the epidemic in this part of town.
And who are you, sir?
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed, from the Pembroke Hospital. May I ask who you are, and why all the questions?
I'm Detective Inspector Charles Albright from Scotland Yard. And I don't find your answers convincing. What is a Pembroke doctor doing in the West End at this time of night?
I work for the Ascalon Club. Here is my permit to go freely about the city.
The Ascalon Club? You should have said so, sir. I must warn you, these streets are dangerous, and you'd better be careful.
Why are you in...
Criminals rear...
I'd like to report...
Then I'll write the name down and...
What can you tell me?
I'm the one asking questions.
What can...
I'm not going to discuss...
Haven't I told you about the...
All right, without giving you too much...
And what about...
We both know...
What he...
I told you.
Do what?
Yes.
What about the situation in the...
I know, it's a shame.
Tell me all you know about that.
I'm not even sure there is a...
How could different killers...
That's my main problem.
What are you...
I have a missing woman.
Tell me about Louise.
She's a waitress.
Do you have any idea what...
No.
Do you know any...
Who doesn't know the man?
What else can you tell me about him?
Aloysius Dawson is exact...
Goodbye.
Goodbye, Doc... Doctor?
Do you need...
I'm fine.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Jonathan Reed. At last we meet.
I beg your pardon, sir.
Of course you do. Our mutual friend, Dr. Swansky.
You are the leader of the Brotherhood, are you not?
Primate of the Brotherhood of St. Paul's Stole, to be precise. I'm really glad we met tonight. I love it when the cards tell me a truth.
The cards told you to expect me.
Yes, they can tell me everything. They told me that you have not taken another life since your poor sister died.
What can you tell me?
I really don't...
So, you see nothing?
Oh, I can tell you.
Do the cards...
No.
Read my...
You have been chosen, Jonathan.
Tell me about...
I'm for most.
Some believe...
Guard of Prewen, who else?
Did they steal any?
A personal notebook.
Do you want your notebook?
If you ever find it,
For how long?
It was 15...
What do you make of Dr. Swan?
Edgar is a brilliant and...
Can you read...
Are you sure you...
Yes, I am.
It will cost you 150 shillings.
Here is the money.
The glutton. A man who just eats life as a cake. A righteous ego, surprised to fall in love.
Can you read the card?
Put the money on the table then.
Perhaps later. May I ask you...
Of course.
I know there is no love lost.
It was 1801. The Brotherhood was stronger then.
What was the nature of the disagreement?
The problem was that both sides considered themselves the legitimate heirs of the original Brotherhood. We divide up the books, the relics, not always fairly or with consideration.
Who founded the Brotherhood?
That's precisely the kind of question I cannot answer. It is delicate, and may reveal some of our secret traditions.
So you're not just a club of academics and scholars?
Once upon a time...
How did you learn about...
Swansea told me. Don't...
Mary did not deserve her fate.
Suffering is part of...
How do you measure the amount of blood on my hands?
I told you. The cards always tell the truth. Well, most of the time.
Is it possible to tell me?
A vampire's fate is much...
All right.
You're on a path to redemption, Jonathan.
That doesn't sound promising.
Take this, young Ekon.
I would rather... How...
I told you.
Is it possible?
Vampire...
Is there any...
Aloysius Dawson.
He's not the only one.
True. Aloysius was a member of the Golden Dawn until 1900. Then his thirst for dark knowledge grew. I'm talking forbidden texts. Readings which blackened his heart.
Do you require...
I'm fine.
Goodbye.
I rarely wander. Cards never lie, but they are never
It's
easy
locked.
to read.
I have this thirst for blood.
Better turn around if I were you. Step of wax, one of these!
Turn back to the shadows!
It's one of them! Stay back, beast! Back, demon! Back!
Violence and madness and that contagious.
Bloody monster!
Best be moving on.
Watch out!
Away with you!
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed.
Dr. Reed?
Is there anything wrong?
No, it's just... your name's...
I think I would remember.
That's odd. I'm certain I've already heard of you.
I'm afraid not, sir.
The pleasure is...
Tell me about...
We are waiting.
And why are you waiting?
Because we need to leave this city.
Why do you want to leave?
I'm not really
Can you...
As you like our...
Please.
Do you like this city?
I know we are not living in the most peaceful...
Yes, me too. This...
But what if we don't?
Do we ever know who...
And what do...
I stopped working when I...
But what...
Does it really matter?
Tell me...
I just...
Who are you?
I really can't answer that question.
And why is that?
This person is mostly...
But why would you...
Well...
What could...
I've heard this...
Do you...
No.
Goodbye. Good evening, sir.
Yes, please. Would you be...
That's all you need to know.
Well, is it not important to know?
I suppose you're right.
I am Agamemnon Bacon.
May I...
I don't know.
You must have your...
From what I have managed to...
May I...
I believe fear.
What can you tell...
It's the only place I've...
Why is that?
Because I'm not...
What
The truth.
What can you...
He's older than...
Is that all?
Pericles is very attached.
Do you need...
I would appreciate...
What can you...
You should ask that question to my...
Goodbye. Good evening. Pericles, tell me what...
Agamemnon is...
At least...
But is that not a common...
What can...
If you are searching for a pleasant...
That's it?
For the time being.
Can you tell me it?
As you...
Please.
Do you like...
I know...
Yes,
but what...
Do we...
Goodbye.
Hello,
Who... But what else could it be?
I don't know.
I'm a...
Have you ever felt like...
Trap.
At least...
Good evening. Goodbye.
I hope you can stay a little longer this time.
Oh, I am sorry,
Good evening, Miss Price. I'm
Dr. Reed?
Good to see you too, Carol.
Oh, yes.
Why?
I am helping my...
I'm sure...
I do the best...
Why?
Oh, no.
What can...
I don't...
What can you...
Some of our...
Have you no...
No.
Does he not come...
No.
Have you ever...
Yes.
What do you mean?
He said he was ready to pay good money for rare books.
Do you...
Oh, yes, Doctor.
Do you...
No.
Do you ever...
Oh, no, Doctor.
Do you need...
No,
Goodbye.
Good morning. Good evening, sir.
Good evening, Miss Price.
Dr. Reed, I didn't know you had returned.
Always glad to see you.
Too long indeed.
What can you...
I'm still managing.
Really?
Don't get me wrong, Doctor.
Tell me,
Who would marry
have you noticed
other than you?
Carol's gratitude?
I'm taking care of my...
But she'll probably...
Why would she leave?
Does your...
Have you not seen Carol since...
So you're less of...
Some things never change.
Why would her...
She does not really...
You have...
Maybe you...
Do you know...
Everybody knows.
Did he buy something?
No, he left quick.
But isn't Aloysius...
That was before his brother...
Do you need...
Oh no, I'm fine.
Goodbye.
Dr. Reed, I am glad to see you again.
Good evening.
My mother...
Do you...
Oh, yes.
Good...
Good morning.
It's locked.
Good evening, sir.
It's locked, all right.
I hope you can stay a little.
Dawson's mansion. Here I am at last. But the question remains, am I ready to make a dying man my progeny?
Finally you're here, Dr. Reed. What took you so long?
I had to pass several of your barricades and outposts to access your mansion, sir.
Death, pestilence surround us, and time is against me.
I see you've gathered some of the most expensive, albeit experimental, blood transfusion equipment available. All this could be so useful in a hospital.
Yes, yes. Since Lord Redgrave sent me a doctor to perform my conversion, I thought you might find some of these devices useful.
Most thoughtful. But tonight I'm not here as a physician.
But I feel reassured that a specialist such as yourself would help me to escape the Reaper.
Very well. But before I proceed, I have a few questions for you.
If you must, but be quick, for I don't have much time left in this life.
First of all, I need to be sure that you know exactly what is going to happen to you, sir.
I can assure you I'm as informed as any man can be. I have planned for this moment, Dr. Reed. Planned very carefully.
Sir, I'm going to end your life. Do you not wish to discuss the procedure for even a minute?
I don't have a minute to indulge in idle chatter. I can't feel my legs. And the cold, so cold.
What do you know about the Guard of Priwen?
What I do know is that I'll crush anyone or anything that would dare to oppose me.
I will become your maker. Do you understand what that means?
Well, I certainly won't consider you my liege, or some such drivel. You can be assured of that.
You'll need to feed on warm blood. Blood from mortals. How do you feel about that?
I'm rich, Dr. Reed, and powerful. I'm sure I'll be able to acquire all the blood I need without ever having to sully my own hands.
Let's move on, then.
Please, I'm cold and tired. I feel my life waning with every moment.
But first, before you embrace immortality, what would you do with such a gift?
That's a rather impertinent question, Dr. Reed, and I will do as I please.
Answer me all the same. What will your first action be as an immortal?
To save London. I will finance the most efficient quarantine ever seen. I will build a wall that will separate the sick boroughs from the healthy ones.
Quarantine is not a bad idea, medically speaking. But I'm convinced this epidemic will not be contained by mere walls.
As long as the right people are on the right side of the wall, that's all that matters.
What if a new outbreak happens inside your walls? You'll have created a giant trap.
That won't happen. As long as we dispose of anyone that is contaminated as soon as they are spotted.
But you can't guarantee infection will not spread. Just one contagious carrier would be enough to create an apocalypse.
The apocalypse is already knocking at the gate. We must be strong now.
You really plan to build a quarantine wall across London?
Yes, it will be tall and strong, separating the wheat from the chaff.
Let me guess. You mean to isolate the rich from the poor?
This is a desperate measure for desperate times. England must prevail, Doctor, no matter the cost.
By doing so, you will also create two separate prisons.
Come, sir. An eminent doctor like yourself knows that such radical measures have proved efficient in the past.
Who gave you the right to decide the fate of thousands of people?
My money. My money and my pending immortality gives me the needed authority, Doctor. I'm a businessman. I'm used to tough decisions.
I've heard enough. It's time to proceed.
At last. All right, do what you have to do. If it hurts, so be it. I've been preparing such a long time for this.
Listen to me, Aloysius Dawson. You will forget your fear of dying, for it has poisoned your mind and made you bitter and ruthless since the death of your twin brother.
You don't understand. Death is oblivion, the eternal void. I know there's nothing there. I saw it in Robert's empty eyes. I saw myself in that coffin.
Death is painful for those who remain, not for those who have passed. All that occult gibberish you filled your head with has made you forget this simple truth.
No! Death will not claim me. I have the power and the money. I've acquired the arcane knowledge needed. I believe there is magic, there are dark forces. You will provide me my extension.
Your ignorance makes you a fool. You have no idea. Look at me. Hunted like a beast, my family lost, cursed. I have not escaped death, I have become it.
No, there must be a way. I don't want to go like my brother did. I have money, lots of money.
Money won't ease your mind. I know you used to be a good and generous man, so I offer you the gift of peace, Aloysius. The tranquility of a true death.
I accept your offer, and I understand. No more fear, I will die a man of dignity, and a man at peace.
It's locked. It's locked, all right. It's locked, all right.
Is it done, Dr. Reed? Is Aloysius Dawson reborn, as expected?
I'm afraid Mr. Dawson finally chose to embrace life and death as a mortal.
What do you mean?
He has overcome his fear of dying. I let him rest and wait for death to come.
What? This is unacceptable. Go back there and make him the powerful Ekon he's destined to be.
No, Lord Redgrave. As a doctor and as an immortal, I can't. If you wish to make him your progeny, then proceed on your own.
This is an outrage beyond words. This is betrayal, pure and simple. I should kill you on the spot. You swore on William Marshall's blood.
Well, get rid of me then.
From now on, you're an outcast. Banished. You are forbidden to ever appear in front of us again. Ascalon will smite you on sight, and your heart will be thrown to the rats.
I'll leave you then. Have fun with your puppets and shadow plays, Lord Redgrave.
Yes, go, traitor. And take that awful creature, that counterfeit of a woman I saw waiting for you, and be gone! Step away, traitor. Return to your dubious friends and your decrepit hospital. Do not dare show yourself again, you or that monstrosity you bring to my door.
We meet again at the strangest of times, young Ekon. So do you serve the Earl of Bristol now?
Old Bridget. What are you doing here?
Your friend, the wise Ekon. She sent me to warn you.
Did anyone see you? It's a long way from the dock sewers, and hunters are patrolling the streets here.
Who said I took the streets? How do you think I survived for centuries in this city without ever being seen? I know all her secrets.
How did you meet Lady Ashbury?
She came to us in the sewers in search of answers. Just as you did.
Lady Ashbury in the sewers? Now that's a sight I wish I'd seen.
She said she was your friend, and that she sought the identity of your maker. So I answered her questions.
What kind of answers did you give her?
I knew nothing of your maker, but we talked. We talked a lot. Her words and ideas are captivating. It is no surprise that you like her. I like her too.
Lady Ashbury? You know her? Tell me what's going on.
The lady approached me but a few nights ago, wanting to meet the sewer skulls. Once she questioned Harriet Jones. She agreed to help us.
Harriet Jones is still with you then? How is she doing?
Harriet remains angry, but is recovering slowly. Her mind is twisted, but at least her body is healing.
Tell me what is going on.
The lady asked us to keep an eye on your mortal doctor friend while you were away. We spotted the hunters. They were discussing plans to attack tonight.
Wait! Slow down!
I'm listening.
Why do I feel like Lord Redgrave was particularly irritated to see you? Far more so than the average Skull, if I may say.
Because I used to know him quite well. And he is afraid I may remember who he really is.
You're Elizabeth's informant. You're the one who told her about Lord Redgrave's lies regarding his lineage.
Yes, but my words were not meant to hurt or threaten. I simply told the story of the sewer skulls, and of so many other forgotten children.
Where is Lady Ashbury right now?
She said she will go home. She needed to speak with some old friends first, though. Do not worry, young Ekon. She is no fool, and just as strong as you.
How did Elizabeth find you?
She presented herself humbly at our gate, and asked if we knew of any ancestral vampires hiding in London. She asked about Ascalon. She asked about many things.
Why did she come to you?
I am old Bridget, the buried memory of the city. She sought the silent truths. Truths I have kept hidden for so long.
What do you think of her?
Her soul is good, yet tainted with a deep sadness and the scars of ancient wounds. Time does that to us immortals, for we have so much to dwell upon.
No time to lose, then. I must go there right away.
I shall return to my den. Have you a message for the lady? Should I see her before you?
Tell her we need to talk.
In the end, is this not what we all need? Go now and take care, young Ekon, for the flames are rising.
Domain, young Ekon! Your prey is mine now! Spotted! Watch out, boys!
Support the equality between men and women!
Sir, you are not welcome.
Women's right to vote is only the first step!
It's locked, all right. Elizabeth, I'm so happy to see you. I was so concerned.
It is also good to see you in these darkened hours. Is all well, my dear?
Indeed, we stand upon the precipice. Has the news reached you of Edgar Swansea?
No. I returned home but moments ago. What of him?
Your friend, the well-informed old Bridget, tells me the Guard of Priwen has assaulted Pembroke. I fear Edgar tops their bloody list.
Bridget? She is such a tragic figure. And yet, I sense deep inside, she has a delicate, fragile soul.
Indeed, she has. I'm glad you like her too.
Once this is all over, I will study the sewer skulls. I fear I have made terrible mistakes, founded upon erroneous preconceptions.
I was concerned for your safety. McCullum draws too close to you for my comfort.
Fear not. I've evaded the hunters for many a year, and I intend to stay far from their gases, flames, and spikes. Now, speak to me of Dawson.
I convinced Aloysius to embrace death as the ultimate gift of mortal life. I believe he found peace in the end.
The cost must have been heavy indeed. I am proud of you, my love.
Ascalon has defrocked me and threatens to hound me from the city. This was, no doubt, inevitable.
You did what you thought was right at the time. One can ask no more. The important task now at hand is to help poor Edgar.
Now I am assured of your safety. That is precisely my intention.
Good. Now go, my dear, and return with good news with the greatest haste.
It is I.
I'm all right.
Burn it, boys!
What is this truck? Are the vampire hunters here already?
safety for a gentleman.
All of you bloody Indian killing! You're mine, Bernie!
The power is in reach! Kill it! You leech! You kill it!
Hey, Doc. You're lucky. This place. Consider. Don't play. I'll leave you for now, Mr.
The Pembroke is so lucky to have Dr. Reed around. I met him in New York once.
If only there were more of us, with less resignation. And more determination.
I know I can count on you. I wish I could say the same.
Those bastards. What have they done to Edgar? Looks like he's wounded. I better follow the blood. McCullum and his thugs are taking the credit for Edgar's abduction. They really mean business. Done.
Ultraviolet curtains and orichalcum powder. Dr. Swansea's always been a resourceful bastard. I bet he never told you he had this installed in case of a vampire attack. Says a lot about how much he trusts you.
What have you done with Edgar?
Don't worry. We don't kill humans. Even if your friend is deserving of a little punishment for what.
What are you talking about?
We know everything. Swansea and you created this bloody epidemic. You aim to unleash another disaster, just like William Marshall did.
No! I'm trying to put an end to it, just like you are.
You're a progeny, aren't you? Where is the monster hiding? It's still in England, isn't it?
I have no idea what you're talking about. Jeffrey, please listen to me.
No tricks. That shit won't work on me. We've found proof in the theater. Doris Fletcher was your first experiment. Now where is Marshall? Speak! So much for modern technology. Time for the tried and true. Do you know what this is, Beast? This is a drop of King Arthur's blood. The blood of a true defender of Britain. Stronger than your evil powers.
This is ridiculous. We're losing precious time.
True enough. Soon I'll bring your head before your coward of a father. Show some style. Fight like a man. Free will prevails! You're poison. The blood of a true defender of this land will protect me. Take you down! So close your eyes! Free wind prevails! True light will cleanse you!